how to combine yin and yang energies in Ashtanga Yoga. Because for your balance, you need to be able to combine these energies and you need to be able to use these energies wisely. So it means that you know when you need to put an effort to something, and also when you don't have to, you just receive, you watch, you are there present, but you don't have to do anything. But of course, like when we do Ashtanga Yoga practice, that's a decision we make. I want to do this practice. So we need a basic energy to do it. But then within the practice, there are so many moments that are completely different from each other, that it's that makes this practice interesting, that it changes all the time. Your movements are different and you need to understand how to live with them, how to make a movement without putting too much effort, too much strength. And of course, there are some asanas or some movements where you need to really use your energy. But that's also a question of awareness, that you understand, okay, it's now, and then immediately after you relax. I think one could say that in Ashtanga Yoga also the breathing is very active, but it's not only active. So it has different facets, so it changes all the time. And let's take the inhalation first. When you inhale, of course you need a willpower. You want to inhale, and that's really important, because also in yoga, if you are too passive, like, okay, I have to inhale, so it's very different quality from when you feel like, I want to inhale now, and then you start. So the breathing, of course, brings you also to your mindset and everything that goes on in your mind. And it helps you to see that if something is not complete or not like fulfilling you, something that is lacking something. And of course, it's a very deep thing. You can't just change if you don't feel like, I want to breathe, I want to inhale. Then what to do? What to do is, of course, you inhale and you start to taste the quality and feel what is inside of it. Because of course the breathing is not separate from our mind. It follows a lot what our mind says, and especially what our subconscious mind tells us. But let's start. So when you start the inhalation, there is this kind of ignition that is natural in life, in everywhere in nature, that there are moments when something starts, and so the energy is there. But you can add something to this moment when you are really present in your body. You feel your breath going, and when you feel your inhalation starting naturally, you come more present for it, and then you bring some more energy, maybe some more presence, and it's enough. Like, something starts, and this is important. There is, I would say, more like yang energy. It's active. It's not like I inhale, nothing happens. I put some effort and I inhale. So, but after the starting point, it changes, because it has started, and then there is this kind of free rise. It's coming up freely if your body allows it. And then here you can see also that your body is connected to your breath and your prana. If the body is not allowing this energy coming up, so it feels hard, like It's not coming up. So then usually there's some tension in your body, and what helps to get rid of that tension is of course the asana practice with deep breathing. Okay, ignition, free rise, and what happens in the end? So it's something that it goes to this prana level, so there's no effort, it's not in your lungs anymore, it's something that happens after, in this kind of freedom. You feel this kind of expansion, but you're not doing it, you're allowing it. So these are the moments, and in these moments that happen within sometimes a second, you need to be aware that how to be, how to help, how to guide your prana and your breathing towards the ideal result. But of course it's not so easy, because after the inhalation you need to exhale, and what happens in the exhalation then? So the end point of the inhalation is the starting point for the exhalation, and that starting point is not so much about this ignition. It's completely different, because you have opened your prana, your mind, your lungs. You are here to come back and to go to the midline, to take the energy back to your midline, and to exhale. You need to be really, really soft. So it's not this kind of active energy. I would say it's not passive, of course, but it's more like yin energy, very, very soft. And when you feel that it's following you, your energy and your breathing is following what you want to do, so towards the end, it's more again yang energy, because you need to hold a lot of energy, and that requires energy. So the exhalation is soft start, free fall, and then something more powerful. So when we talk about the yin and yang in the breathing, I feel in the inhalation it's not about sucking the air in, like, and this is what you see in Ashtanga Yoga. People are doing it very with a lot of effort, like, to make a sound, and you can hear the sound even if you don't tense your body and tense your breathing. So don't suck the air, be actively open to get the air in. Something like this. And the softness is, of course, the female energy or the yin energy in the breathing. It can be soft all the time, but what changes in the inhalation and in the exhalation is that the other energy is like a background energy, and the other one is dominant. So when I inhale, it's active, even if I'm receiving the air, but it's more active. So it's more like yang energy, but the female, the yin energy must be there to support, to hold, and that's all. So you have this active, but you need to have soft background, And when you have this kind of free fall and it's more yin, you need to have more active energy around, like it's really coming to an end. So in Ashtanga, when you breathe, every breath has multiple phases, multiple energies, or they are all there, and it depends how aware you are, whether you can really take advantage of all these possibilities and all this potential that the energy carries.